welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. If you're new here, I'd love you to hit subscribe and follow along with my journey. I'm currently in Bristol. I realized that I didn't do a travel with me vlog or anything. I just kind of was in Vancouver and then bam, now I'm in England. We got here a couple of days ago, definitely still feeling the jet lag. I've been up since 5 this morning. I'm hoping that tonight is the last night of weird sleep, and then tomorrow I'll just be on the time zone because the way we traveled here, we traveled all through the daytime Vancouver time. We got up sort of 4:30 a.m. Vancouver time, flew to Montreal, and then flew from Montreal to London. We kind of arrived at 10:30 p.m. Vancouver time, and we just hadn't slept at all on the flights. And by the time we tried to drag it out throughout the day, I'd been awake for about 32 hours and I was just an absolute zombie. I felt like I had clouds in my head. So that night slept like a log, 10 hours, Ty slept 12 hours, and then last night was adequate. I'm hoping tonight will be good. Anyway, just glad you're now up to date on my sleep cycle. I'm currently in Bristol, I'm not actually in London. We got to Bristol yesterday. I'm not in Bristol, I'm in Bath. What am I on about? I'm in Bath, I'm about to go to Bristol. I'm about to get on a train to go to Bristol to pick up a hire car. We're in the Cotswolds for the next few days, but this is our hub in Bath. And honestly, my brother found this accommodation. I might do a little bit of a tour later, but it's already a little bit hectic in here. But it is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and it's massive, and it was way more affordable than a lot of the other options, pretty affordable per couple. So we're stoked on this accommodation because we've got a really nice lounge and kitchen area to hang out. I'm gonna get ready and then we're gonna fly out the door. We've just arrived in Bristol and we drove sort of from one side of Bristol to the other side to this breakfast spot that I found. Hopefully there's something for everyone because, oh, kitty cat, because there is kind of pastries that you could just grab and go something if you only want something small, and then I think there's also like a sit down proper meals. Wow. I mind, so if Fraser gets given a knife and fork and it's set out like that, he'll just... We're in Castle Combe.
It's beautiful, hey?
Well, not just yet, but we've just about to walk down. We've just parked up and it's a very beautiful, roads. Yeah, really narrow, so we just grabbed one of these parks. Look at these cutie little houses. That's a pretty tiny museum. Yeah. Yeah. This is a cute little town. Oh, that's so sweet. It's such a nice day to be exploring, and this is much quieter than I expected, considering it's a place that, I say that just as a car comes by, but considering that it's a really popular place to come visit if you're staying in the Cotswolds, it's a lot quieter than I expected because I don't actually think you can take tour buses down here, so a little bit quieter. Super cute. Little bakery. Oh yeah. We've just parked up in this side street because there is public access where you can view Stonehenge, obviously from a further distance than if you were to pay to go up and see it. And apparently it's actually not that far from the actual site, and it'd just be so busy, obviously being in and amongst it. So why not save a few dollary doos and just walk down along this beautiful little country lane and then I think we'll still have a pretty good view of it. Obviously that's just online recommendation, but it is signposted that it is the public access to view Stonehenge. So that is where we are headed now, because it's actually quite close to Bath, and some of the other places that we wanted to visit today are a little bit closer to Clarkson's Farm, which we're going to tomorrow, and we couldn't do Clarkson's Farm today because it's closed on Monday, Tuesday. So today's Tuesday, we're going to head there tomorrow and then head to a couple of the other places that we wanted to check out. But I will show you if it's close enough to zoom in with the camera. Ty's just looking up a little bit more of the history around Stonehenge. We just thought we can't not go, considering it's so close to where we're staying. We'll just go around you. Oh, no, don't get up. Don't hurry. There it is.
Look at that little tail.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
don't make her laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, there it is, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Pepsi's got a lime one.
Pepsi's got a lime. So many different things. You're gonna get a couple of meal deals.
What is this?
Ooh, that looks like you're drinking like cleaning liquid.
It's
No, that's blue. That's not the one. I'm gonna try out one of these Misfits vegan protein bars because it's speculous, which is like Biscoff flavor, and I've never tried them before. Maybe I've tried chocolate one. I feel like I recognize the packaging, but definitely not this flavor. I've been back for a little bit. I had a shower, washed my hair, blow dried it, scrubbed off all my makeup, full reset. I was tempted to keep it on, keep my makeup on, keep my hair done, because we're going out for dinner and we're going to a quiz night tonight. But honestly, you know that feeling, you just want to feel fresh, you just want to do the full reset. Came back, I'm feeling tired, so that made me feel good. And I think I'll be able to hang tight till like 9:45 tonight. That's the goal, to try and stay up till about 9:45, because by the time the quiz is finished and we've come back, I can get ready for bed. But yeah, I've just done my skincare, looking a little bit red. We're heading just to one of the local pubs, and I've already looked at the menu and there's plenty of veggie options for me, which is fantastic. I'm absolutely loving this accommodation and just how quiet it is and how much space there is. It's such a good spot. So I'm glad that we've just got this nice quiet bedroom. I've got an ensuite there. Well, there's 3 bathrooms and only 4 of us. So at any given time, only one person is left without a bathroom option if we all wanted them at the same time, which is crazy. But yeah, we're going to head out shortly. I'm going to go see what the others are doing. I think they're downstairs watching TV. And yeah, then we'll go. Are you guys going to play a rugby match against each other? What?
Oh.
Uh-oh. We had a really big walk around Bath yesterday and a good explore of the sites, but there was something that we missed. And when Soph was out for a run before, she found it and said it's definitely worth us checking out, and it's golden hour, so it's a good time to see the sights. It's so beautiful outside. We've been so lucky with the weather.
Yeah, this is the way I ran.
This is the way she ran, up the hill. Here it is. It's a big semicircle. Right, so lots of different films. Lots of different films have been, like period dramas have been filmed here. Jane Austen, those kind of vibes. The squirrels are so sad that the tree's been cut down. It must have been obstructing something. Look, either that or they're feasting on the bugs.
They love, like...
We're heading off to quiz night. Fraser, how many quiz nights would you say you've won, been part of a winning team?
Well, in New Zealand it's too hard, but in England it seems to be easier. And we've won like 4 or 5 maybe here in the last...
Do you think that maybe when we're in New Zealand they do a ton of like British history and stuff that's relevant to here, and we don't know that as much back home, and then when you're here they're going to do stuff that maybe is more relevant to our side of the world?
I just think New Zealand has a good general knowledge because we're so isolated. Yeah.
Right, so we have to be in the know.
And
either that or Kiwis are just tighter, so they don't want to give away the kitty. So they
but
don't want to give away prizes.
Quiz nights for fun here, not like a whole gang
Oh,
of
yeah.
primary school teachers that are
No,
just quiz night
totally.
bullies. So,
When you go, I've only been to a handful of quiz nights, but that's so true.
Like, we've
You go
never
and there are
won
these
one.
people and they go every single week, they win the wine every single week or the bar tab.
Let's get Quizzical.
Yeah,
I think Quasimodo.
yeah, they've got all the names.
The Quizzards of Waverley Place.
Oh, we love to see it. That place is pumping. Okay, so the pub that said they had a quiz on tonight actually don't. So we headed to another pub that are supposed to have a quiz. Fingers crossed, but yeah, when you look online it says Tuesday and then on their chalkboard outside it said Monday. So it's not a great start. This isn't ours, by the way. This is us marking somebody else.
Oh, nice one, Jaguar.
We just got back from the quiz and man, that was so hard. So we didn't realize it, but we actually joined on championship night. So everyone who has been competing every week came in for championship and there was a big jackpot. So the questions were super hard. We actually didn't do awful. Like we marked somebody else's sheet, we swapped with them and we did quite a bit better than them. And I could hear that other tables were struggling. There was a couple of people who also didn't know it was a championship. There was one team that did so well, insanely well. They were just getting like everything right. But it was actually quite stressful, you know, because he was going through the questions so fast and he had this little tiny speaker and it was at his feet and it was quite far away from us. So I felt like I had to keep turning around to try and read his lips because he didn't have a screen that had all the questions on it. I found it quite overstimulating. So I'm happy to be back. We started watching the Glass Onion movie last night, so we're going to continue to watch that. I got some ginger nuts. I'm going to see if I can make a hot chocolate or a tea, have some ginger nuts. I'm just going to get into my PJs. I already did my skincare, so I don't feel I need to do more. But yeah, just wind down, watch the movie. Guys, it's 9 o'clock. I've made it to 9 o'clock. Probably got another 45 to 50 minutes to watch with the movie. It's like a decent time to go to bed and I should get a really good night's sleep. I'm feeling very hopeful about that. Hopefully the next clip isn't me saying that I got a bad sleep. Good morning. I went on a mission and got us some coffee. Mine's a decaf, oat milk latte, and I got Ty a calf and I chanced it. My brother wasn't awake when I left the house, but I thought I'll get him an Americano because it's easy to reheat and yeah, I'll just leave it down in the kitchen. And he was awake, so I'm glad that I ended up getting him one too. We're just kind of chilling in bed. It's only 8:15 and you'll be happy to know that I did have a pretty good sleep. I fell asleep before 11 p.m. and I woke up at 6:15. So that I feel like that's regular scheduled timing to wake up in the 6 o'clocks. And I don't know exactly what time I fell asleep, but we stopped watching a movie around 10:30. So I'm pretty happy with that. Today we don't really need to kick on the road for a little bit, but we're heading to Clarkson's farm and I found a little country town that's been recommended to stop in called Tetbury. I think that's how you say it. And there's just a couple of places that we could stop to either get like something from a bakery. There's a bakery that was listed, as well as a pub, just depending on how hungry we are or what time we get there. And yeah, it's just going to be another day of kind of driving around and exploring. We realized that our parking was about to expire, so we had to kind of get a move on and hustle out the door because there was only public parking, probably like a 10-minute walk away from where we are. There's no street parking, and then the properties don't have any parking below, so that is totally fine. I'm glad that Fraser picked up on that.
I'll get the other one, but do you mind ordering for me that?
Got myself a Sammy and a coffee and pretty happy. No, it's so cute. Yeah, scrunchies have been in style for a while. That's a cute little bus. Nice co-op. This town, Tetbury, is so charming and lovely. So far, people have just been really friendly, especially the ladies that own that bakery. They were just really lovely and onto it and gave us recommendations, and it was just really sweet. And everyone's smiling, and it's just a very cutesy town, really nice vibe. You can buy some plant cuttings. Okay, so we went all the way to Clarkson's farm, and when I tell you that the queue to go to the actual farm shop was easily 2 hours long, and because we didn't actually want any fresh produce, we just thought we're not standing in that queue, so we didn't actually go to the farm shop. It definitely wasn't a waste of a drive though. It was a really beautiful drive out there, and we're now in a spot that we actually wanted to head to yesterday called Burton on the Water, which seems really cute. It's quite busy, so we just paid for a couple of hours of parking. We're going to walk down the main strip along the water and check out some of the cute little spots. Probably still about an hour and 45 away from Bath, so still like a decent drive to get back, and there's a couple of other spots to hit on the way. So many cute little towns, and obviously each of them have pubs and, you know, cafes and bakehouses that you can visit, but obviously you only have one stomach. So today we've only stopped at one of the bakehouses. I'm not even hungry. Might have appetite for something here, but that's obviously a lot of what it is. You walk around the town and grab a little bite. So this is nice because it's been recommended that it's a nice little trail. We've been sitting down for quite a while, so nice to have a wee walk on the water, but yeah, it's quite busy compared to where we've been previously. Look, those ducks are on a drift. Come on, you can do it. Going upstream, you can do it. Ty taking some snippety snaps.
I have to get the snaps.
I actually can't find my sunglasses. I definitely packed them, but I think I put them in my bum bag, my fanny pack, and that is somewhere in my suitcase. So I have to find that because I'm straining a little bit today. These are so cute. Got some cute little shops, the little Nook. There's lots of cute little places like this. I know. Duck, duck, goose. What is that one?
Seagulls.
Good work, Waiter.
This Labrador wants to go in their order so bad.
Sponsored by Sunflowers. Oh, that's really sweet. Just in the candy shop, and they have coconut ice, which I haven't seen in the last 5 years, like anywhere. My mum makes it. Obviously it's British, my mum's British, but this is very tempting. Sophie and Fraser have gone in the Victorian Christmas shop, but there's so many people in there that it just gave me instant claustrophobia. I can't do that. Also, side note, there is the Labrador, and it did in fact make it into the water. It's wet. We've just stopped in a little town called Bibury. So cute coming in, and we're going to this pub here called the Catherine Wheel. We were going to go to the Swan Inn Hotel, but it was a bit bougie. Oh look, everyone's going through there. I'm in the wrong area. I'm going to go down. But yeah, just had good sandwiches and stuff on the menu. Duck or goose? Man, Ty, you went on the healthy class.
It's quite hot on that one.
The best bit?
We're just walking down now into the cute little, I guess, town centre, because the pub was a bit on the outskirts. Our steps are a little bit down today because we have been in the car for most of the day, so it's nice to stretch the legs, especially because I sat in the back on the first leg of the journey, and just with having long legs, it's a small little car, my hips acting up a little bit. Oh, this is a cute little cafe. We found some gardens that we'd quite like to go in. I'm gonna just see if this, okay, that's hotel guests only. Maybe that was who we saw walking through.
Can we?
Rose, I think it's back there over the bridge. There was
Yeah.
an entry.
Okay,
That said the
let's go
something.
that away.
And maybe
Some really cute little tea towels. Blue one. We've been back for quite a while. I actually ended up going out for a big walk when we got back by myself, just to listen to a podcast, because you know, it's so nice being around people. But seeing, since we left Victoria, we have stayed with Sophie and James, we stayed with Taylor, and now we're staying here in Bath, and you just don't get a lot of alone time, and I definitely reset on my own. I like to have time to read or time to listen to something, or even just like quiet, and definitely going for big walks. So it's been really nice, definitely filled my social cup, but also nice to take some time just for myself, just to reset. So did that, came back, had a shower. We've decided on a place for dinner. We're gonna go to a Thai food place. I was originally thinking, I would say because they asked me to pick Vietnamese, because it was a good Vietnamese spot. But when I was looking, there wasn't a lot of good veggie friendly options. And this place has heaps of different stir fries. Usually Thai and I will get a couple of things to share when we go for Thai, whereas sometimes Vietnamese, you just order your own thing. So it'd be nice to share a few little dishes. I think we're gonna head out soon. The boys are just watching I think it's the Rings of Power, the series. I think it's the prequel to Lord of the Rings, like how Sauron got into power. I don't know, I watched a little bit of it yesterday. I think the first season was filmed in New Zealand, so I think it moved to the UK after that. But yeah, they're watching that downstairs. I might go join them. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of get a little bit of a hustle on with everyone. Our room is super chaotic. This is just gonna be a quick jump scare, because we just did a bunch of washing, which was so nice to have a washing machine, and we're repacking the suitcases essentially, so everything has to be spat out before it gets put back in. My hair is really bothering me at the moment, which is such a first world problem, but I like the fringe, but it does have to be styled, so it's growing out. And then my hair is at that phase where I love it really short, and so I'm just tempted to just cut it short again. But it's at that awkward phase where it's growing out until it kind of gets like a little bit to the collarbone, and then you can style it a bit more and it doesn't like flick out at the back. So just never knowing what to do with it. I'm probably a solid 3 or 4 weeks away from it chilling out, but this was always the phase that I knew cutting your hair, you're always having to go through the awkward phase unless you keep cutting it short up to the chin, which looks really cute, but I'm not going to keep doing that. I knew I was only going to get it the one time and grow it out. Anyway, it's just hair, it's not a big deal.
Let's go over here in the corner so we're not in people's way.
Okay, so we got this deal where all of us got a stir fry, a pad thai, and a curry, and then some rice. We made slightly different choices, but Ty and I are going to share this, and they're going to share this, and it's just, it looks so good.